Here we go.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for being here. It is Saturday, the 22nd of March, and it's a brisk 44 degrees here in New Jersey. Nice yesterday, but cold today. And of course, our washer broke down, so Donna's at my son's house washing clothes. You can't have a washing machine go down when you have 6 people. Trust me. So they're gonna try to get it fixed next week. The little video that I made about, hopefully these wars will stop and people stop getting killed. It has been done in French and German. People had asked for that, so they're both done. They're both on our channels. So if anybody wants to see them or share them, fantastic. That's kind of what I wanted to talk about today. Sharing and spreading the news. Listen, just spread what's true, like we said. Don't make more than there is. And I'm going to say this one more time, many times probably. Because we don't see ash doesn't mean nothing's happening. Actually, a lot's happening. You ever see a juggler on TV? Yeah, he's a juggler. He's doing many things at one time with the company because there's not one thing to work on. There's the products. There's legal. There's different countries. There's when I say legal, I mean each country has different laws when you're going to start to put out products and pay like affiliates and stuff like that. So all that's being done. A lot of it is done, from what I understand. So it could be anytime something happens. There is something out there that we said in 3-4 weeks this is going to happen. I would never do that. Chris never has done it. Do we feel it's really soon? Yeah, I really do. Do I think it's before 6 months? Yeah, I know it is because that's what he said. Do I think it's before 3 months? Yeah, I do, personally. But we don't know. By the way, Ash wants to surprise everybody, not just you. He doesn't tell us those things, and we don't ask. We talk about a lot of stuff. But the main thing you need to know, I don't care what country you're from. I don't care who you are. I don't care how minute you think you are, because you're not. Ash is building this company for everyone to win. I talked to my buddies in OTech Pros, the ones from Africa. Bob's over there now. And there's people, and they're fired up. They are fired up. They can't wait for things to move forward. I talked to my partner in crime, Mike Ellis, just about 10 minutes ago. He's fired up. I'm fired up. Dan Street's fired up. Chris is fired up. Listen, what's about to come is what I've been waiting for 6 years. The difference was, I'm going to give you a big difference between what I did personally and what some people are doing. Not all. Is I never really waited. I found something to do while we're in the process of the journey. It's not going to be done before it's done. I remember Thanksgiving Day, get up, young kid. I was a turkey stuffing, all the fixings. Yeah, I look forward to that because we be chowing. My family could chow. Here's the thing. No matter how much I wanted that turkey to be brown, golden, sitting there calling my name at the table, it wasn't done until it was done. It just wasn't. You can't speed it up. You can't make it faster. When that little thing popped out of the turkey, bink, Marty was tearing it up. But until then, you wait. But I always learn something, and I think everybody should do this. We're finding ways to focus on what matters. Me and Chris have taken the root of people. We've taken the root of everyday people from all over the world, focus on how this business is going to uplift their life. Now, we could take time and focus on the products, but that would be pretty dumb because we don't know anything about them. We're not tech guys. We're not programmers. We're not coders. We don't need to focus on that. Listen, if you really think about it, the side of creativity, thinking of new things is Ash. But remember, his original Ash is marketing. So he knows both. And he realizes the tool of global expansion and using the internet. Sometime I want him to tell the story of how he wound up online. It's very powerful. It's very, very powerful how he wound up wherever he was, him and his wife, and all of a sudden they wound up on this, what they call the World Wide Web, and what they did and what happened. And then it exploded. And what he knew from that was what we learned, we all learned, I know myself, Mike and Dan learned, is very few get to go to Mount Everest. A lot of people climb, but they don't have the right gear. They don't have the right training. They're not educated enough. And this isn't putting anybody down, because the guy at the top of the mountain, whatever MLM business is, come on, you could do it, you could do it, you could do it. And that's not true. Mount Everest is littered, and this sounds horrible, with dead, frozen bodies. No, of people that did not make it. Didn't mean they didn't try. MLM, affiliate marketing, email marketing is littered with people that were dead on the vine. And I don't mean literally dead. I mean, they didn't have a chance. Onpassive made it so that not only you don't need to have be physically fit, you have to have the knowledge of what path to take. It's a freaking trolley to the top of the mountain. We got to be ready to get on it. Is it free? No, it's not free. Does it take a little work? Yeah, you have to put effort in. Nothing's free. If you ever hear free and everything's, it's a lie. But what do you have to do? You have to participate. Does that mean you have to be a coder? No. Does it mean that there's stuff in the back office that if you grab this and you do this with it, you can make an income? Yes, that's what it means. I believe it would be that simple. My opinion. But everyone can go up the mountain. Now, you can't say, well, he's going up the mountain faster than me. So what? You're still going up. Everybody can go up. And by the way, the speed is up to you, I believe. And I believe everyone, he's not just calling us up the mountain. He's got the path. He's got a trolley. You have the uniform. You have everything you need. It's a business full of people. They have these gentlemen that guide people to the top of Mount Everest. They don't get any credit, but they go up Mount Everest all the time. I think they're called Kippas or Yupas. Or,
excuse me.
I'll look it up while Chris is talking. But they guide people to the top. But there's no reason all of us can't make it to the top of this mountain. This success mountain is what it is. Ash has been on the mountain before. He's been successful. He found out a way. How do I help 99% not die in the process? And like I said, I don't mean physically die, but I mean just it beats people down to where it got a bad name. Nobody trusts anybody. And I don't blame you for not trusting anybody, because it's that's the nature of the business. I've told hundreds of people, come on, you can make it, you could do it. Lied my ass off. Not on purpose. That's not what my goal was. I really thought anybody could do it. And then I thought, well, I got to learn this. And then we got to learn this. Then we got to learn that. And I automatically thought, well, that's nature. Everybody will do that. No, it's not. Some people they're single parents. Some people are raising their grandchildren. Hint, hint. Some people, life goes on. And you don't have all this time. And you definitely don't have the money. To learn how to market costs a lot of money. It's not something you just do and say, oh, I messed up. Let me start over. Bull crap. Every time we ran an ad, every time on Facebook, and I'm talking about paid ads. Don't confuse it with posting something on Facebook. That's not advertising. That's you going, hey, look at me over here, while other 2 million billion people are doing the same thing. My business is the best. My business is the best. No, mine is. Come on, that's what that is. But when you do actual paid ads, you're targeting people, and you could target right down to what their likes are, where they live, where they traveled, what their background is, who do they follow. Oh yeah, you can do all that. You think that takes a couple seconds? No, it takes a long time, and then it depends on what you're selling. I mean, I've been in this business where I'm selling something I don't even like it, but I'm trying to make money, but I want to do it the right way, and it never fell into place. Talk to Mike today. Mike, all the stuff we learned, I wonder now if it wasn't deliberate that we didn't hit that window where we're doing very, very well. I think we were meant to be here. What would have happened if we were very, very successful and I got used to using people? I got used to it. Hey, that's just part of it. You know, we're going to throw the net out, bring in a bunch of fish, and 1 or 2 out of the 100 fish are going to live. The other ones are going to die in the water. I don't want no parts of that. If you can't make it here, I'm going to say it again. If this is impossible, you won't make it anywhere. You will not make it anywhere. Chris can tell you when he's done doing the niceties of buying leads. Yeah. He bought $1,000 worth of something. Okay. And I'm not putting Chris down. I'm glad he did it because now he can talk about it. I bought hundreds of dollars worth of solo ads in the beginning, but it kept telling me everything I did said, Marty, hey, dumbass, you have to learn how to do this. You're not going to bypass it. Then I would try something else. Because I didn't want to get into paid ads. I didn't know what I was doing. And I'd lose another $300 or $400. A business is shut down. Let me tell you, my ass was on the grill so long, I looked in the mirror, it looked like a Big Mac. I got flipped over, you're done. I was burnt. I mean, burnt. And there's my wife there. She's not here. I can't tell her I lost money we couldn't afford to lose. And then as soon as I did, I felt like a gambler. Well, wait a minute, I got $1 left. I'm going to throw this in the machine and win that money back. In the MLM world, you don't win the money back. You just keep losing and losing and losing. Unless, thank God, everything fell into place for myself, Mike, and Dan, where Dan had some money. He's not rich, but he had some money. And between the three of us, we did good. We did very good. But the problem is, we were the same type of people where Mike said it like as soon as we got Mike, they both did, and I did too. As soon as we got moving, we're bringing in 50, 60, 100 people. Oh, wait a minute. They don't know how to do it. Oh, we'll just show them. Get the freak. That's not how it works. Because the company we were in was not designed for everyone to win. Listen, I'm company A. I'm selling left-handed widgets. Are they in high demand? I doubt it. Doesn't matter. If I could get 1 or 2% of you people out there to push my product and convince people that a left-handed widget, you have to have it, and they drive thousands of people, and I make, Mr. Widget Owner, the company, I make $200,000, $300,000, $400,000, and it collapses. So what? I repackage it. I get some coder for $20 and say, I want you to change it from a left-handed widget to a right-handed widget. And I do it again. Well, how are you going to sell right-handed widget? I've seen things online that people are, listen, people have jumped online for the craziest crap I ever heard. And you're selling what? You think that's going to work? 1 or 2% made hundreds of thousands of dollars. I don't care what it is. We're in a company that we know everything's going to be in high demand. We know if it's needed Ash is going to build it, and we know he's not going to build anything normal or just okay. It's going to be above market. Everything he does is above market. So what do we focus on? We focus on the people. So what you have, spread this to everybody, what you have is the one and only chance, unless you know how to code and market and all that, to make it online. But I want to tell you, I talked to the guys from Africa, and I'm talking to my African family over there. Educated, highly educated young people with nothing to do. Papa's coming. The door's going to open. You'll have the opportunity. Same thing in India. Same thing in Bangladesh. Same thing in Taiwan. The same thing in Vietnam. The same. And what you got to do is point what they have to do. Now, you might get somebody that says, well, I want to tie my hands behind my back, lay on the couch, and look straight up at the ceiling. Okay, go ahead. How well am I going to do? Crappy. You want me to tell you something different? No, come on. We're about get people going. Go after people, not, you don't have to brag about anything else. How much you going to make? How much I going to make? Okay, let's assume we have 20 items and 12 of them are multi-billion-dollar items. Multi-billion. Unicorn. 10 unicorn companies, 20 unicorn companies under one roof. How much do you think you could make? And let's assume the company pays 25%. 25% of $2 trillion? What? Okay, I'm going to turn it over to Chris before I lose my mind. I didn't have anything until I got on. So, go ahead.
No, very, very good. I can definitely bounce, but let me do this real quick. A lot of super stickers here. I'm starring them, Marty. If you want to write the names, just say the names. I got four, I think. Let's go to the notes. Number one, good morning, brother. I love you. I hope you're feeling a little better today. We love all of you. Welcome, TikTok. We love you too. You might not even know who we are, but we'll let you know every day at 9 o'clock. Today's birthday is Karen Carden, Mohan Sinj, Pana Yusawami, Dale Whiteout, Willout, and Janet Krajanovic. Happy birthday. Reminder at 12 noon today. Thank you, Minnow Miller. French webinar, Marcianne, will be at 12 noon, New York time, as we say. We are still taking donations for Julie and Chloe on my channel. 100% goes to them. So if you have something, you can give a little bit. That would be great. She still has a long way to go, but we're gonna get her there. Asking again for these lousy wars going on and governments and evil people just to stop being evil. Prayers for healing today. Bill Must, Sherry Dursaway, Pat Parent, Chloe and Julie. A new one, Melissa Ann is having surgery. Anna Fox, Terry Thompson, Narelle Warcon, Gemma's son and husband, Sharon Whedon, Mark Olson's sister, Kathy, Scott Pendleton's father-in-law, Roy Davies, Kiana, her mom and her sister, Patty Andre Coley, Zachary DeGarmo, June, Bobby Durag, Michael Tadden, Judy Turner Miller, Cindy Hopkins, Grace Tamanjohn, William DeLorme, Harold Fox, Ruth Pace, we love you. Julie Pierre, we love you. There you go, Marty. I made up for that one for you. Red and Jane's mothers, Jean Murr and husband Jason. Seeds Academy. I see they built a house for a homeless lady. Thank you very much for that, Williams, and the kids and the teachers there and everyone that helped donate it. I appreciate it. P&G, we're always praying for you. Marty DeGarmo, we're always praying for you and your family. I could use some prayers all the time. Ash Mafara, definitely. We're praying for you, brother. Thank you for everything that you're doing. Done, completed missions, everything that's happening behind the scenes that people just don't know yet, but they're going to be shocked and surprised. And also, I think there was one Downtown Cynthia Brown, I believe she's going to have a new nephew. Let's pray for a healthy birth there. People beating and fighting cancer. Jennifer Dickinson, his filming partner, Kenneth Fung, Tom Taylor, Dana and Darius, Robin Noble, Mr. Jean, Chang Yang, Janet and Gerald Muller, Nicole Hirschman, David Switzer, Joyce and Melvin, William Carmichael. You're always in our prayers. Continue fighting that battle. We're standing next to you, asking God to take that from you every single day. Marty made some good points, and actually Delisa said something that I was going to say, but she wrote it in there. I want to say it. All these other companies that people have gone through, and I witnessed my parents. Oh my God, many years ago when Amway was there, they went out and spent thousands of dollars on tickets, hotels, to get to these big functions where you watch the one or two people get on stage and maybe 10 people look at this big check. And then when you got there, you bought CDs, books, another $500-600. You spent $5,000 before you even made a dime because they gave you an excitement. This is going to change your life. This is going to, that one thing I loved about it when I talked to Peter Shore, when he first called me, I said, Pete, listen, first thing I said, do I got to go get a suit and go to all these auditoriums? No. Okay, where's the CDs and books? Nothing. Huh? Really? That was the thing that really caught my attention. Because everyone I know, including my parents and my friends, they got bookshelves of the great speakers in Amway. There was a lot of good ones, I'm not going to lie. Tapes, and now CDs, and it goes on and on and on. That's one thing that Ash Mafar has never done. Hey, guys, you better buy this book. Hey, you better buy our CDs. Hey, listen to these top leaders here. They're going to tell you what they got and where they've been. And it's not that. Our story is on webinars every day. Webinars for the last 4.5, 5 years, we'll say, when they really jammed out. People telling their story. People telling them why we are here, why they need this. You didn't have to spend any money. You got onto a webinar. That's what I really loved about it. And you didn't have to go. You could go if you want to. It was in the leisure of your own home, comfortable. No going out and buying a $300, $400, $500 suit, and making it look at me. Look at me. Hoodies, DeGarmo t-shirts. This is real people in this company. All right. Ash Mafari, I think one time said, hey, on this next big webinar, let's dress up a little bit. All right. And people did. But normally, we're just average Joes, Janes, however you want to call it, that want a better life. All right. We're not running around. I remember it was state to state with Amway. My parents, where we go? Oh, we're going to a big Amway rally. Well, an Amway, wow. Our rallies are right here on the web to get you excited about something that's new, unique. And I'm not going to say, you need to get me and Marty's book. You need to sign up, pay for our CDs. No. You come on here and you watch for free. You like and subscribe. It is free. No charging. Okay? And basically all we have to do is be patient. Now, some of us, not me yet, been in this going on 7 years, I think, in June. Some of us 2 years, some of us 3, 4.5. All right? You spend a couple bucks, to be honest with you. A lot of people forget we had Oak Connect for a long time, and we paid a little bit of money for it. And we got it for free, and people used the heck out of it. They really did. All right. This is what this guy did. You guys seem to forget when I came in, we were around the clock doing free webinars. No one's charging nothing. We would go watch Ash Mafara spend ungodly amounts of money on new cars for his workers that really did a great job. Phones, laptops, scooters. I think a lot of people forget this came out of his own pocket. Buildings, stations. Who do you think fronted all that money? It wasn't us. It wasn't us. It wasn't his CD sales so he could buy. No. All right. All the money they took in was for our products and for building things. Okay. And it didn't work out, which I'm glad it didn't work out because it really was a dead horse they were beating. But now he's on this big old stallion. He's riding high. He's winning battles. He's dealing with all kind of people, and we don't have to deal with it. I don't have to come on here every day at 9 a.m. and look at my buddy here and talk about this company. Why do we do it? Because it's the right thing to do because it's real. It's the right thing to do because Ash Mafar is real. And it's the right thing to do because it will help anyone out. It's not segregated. You don't have to come in a suit and a tie. No books, no CDs, no expensive tickets to auditoriums, plane tickets, driving. Everything's done at your kitchen table or your office, wherever you're at. So all these MLM companies you've gone through, that's what I say. That's what I say. I didn't have to stock anything up for this company. The only thing I stocked up was myself. How do I get out there and tell people how great this company is? Who can I talk to? I looked for people that really, really needed it. I gave them positions away for people that really, really needed it. Well, Chris, is it going to happen soon? It's going to happen. When? But it'll happen. And when it does, all these people that I was cared about, they're going to be my family, probably my worst critics. They're going to be happy. They really are. All these people that went from one thing to the next, they're even going to be happy. And they'll come back in full force. Oh, I believe in this company. I've never stopped believing in this company. Marty DeGarmo has never stopped believing in this company. Ash Mafara never stopped in believing in himself and this company, what it's going to do. Things will change in this world when we take off for the better, because you're going to bring worlds, governments, people of all different, everything's different with people together. And they're all going to agree on one thing. This company has changed my life. This company has taken the hate I had in my body and my mind because of finances, because of health, and made me feel better. And that's what it's going to be like. And I think when people are starting to see success, and success could be an extra $200 or $300 a week for you. Some more, some less at the start. But it keeps going and going and growing. You are not going to have enough water to water that seed. You are going to be a seed that doesn't need water because your business is constantly going to grow 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. How many businesses can say that? And you don't have to go anywhere. You could sleep, go fishing, plant your garden, clean your kitchen, whatever you want to do. That's what this company is about. And then we get to go help people. Oh my God. You know how many people a day send me message, Chris, I really can't wait for this to go because I got so many people I want to bless. That is music to my ears. That's music to Marty's ears. That's what it's about. Ash Mafar didn't say, I want to be a trillionaire. No, I said, I want to find people that want to help people. Welcome to this company, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Ash Mafara's world, which I think is always sunny. And we do this because we love doing it, because we know it's going to change the world. Marty DeGarmo, back to you.
You feel better now?
Oh my God, I got that. Woo!
He had nothing as usual. By the way, I didn't either. I come in and whatever fills me up, I let it out. So
thank you, whoever sent in super stickers. I lost.
Oh yeah,
I appreciate it. Julie's
they're all pinned, and I went through all of them.
Great. Thank you.
that I saw. If I missed anybody, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I love focusing on this because there's something I want, if this is for me personally, none of us are leaving here alive. I don't care how much money you have. I don't care how smart you are. I don't even care how nice you are. The one thing really matters to me is to be part of something that I never could have imagined. Never. I do want to say years ago, and I don't remember when, I had a feeling that when I went up on disability and lost my job and traveling around the world, I thought, this can't be the end of it. And I'll tell you what, this is even bigger and better than I could have even imagined. So God works in mysterious ways for sure. But I do want to say, I don't want to negotiate with God at the pearly gates. I did this, I did this, I did this, I did this. I want to be able to walk up and he says, I just want him to know who I am. If he knows who I am, welcome. Boom. There was a song called Build Me a Cabin in the Corner of Gloryland. I don't need a man. I don't just give me a place out just as long as I'm there. And listen, I don't need a neighbor called Chris Johnson. I don't mind traveling. Yeah, because that wouldn't be heaven then, would it? Every day? Yeah, I'd be pushing it. I'm just kidding. No, but I'm really happy that if we could take the stress of money, just money away, do you know what that could do for people? I'm going to give you from my point of view because I'm a 100 air as of yesterday. It doesn't stay there. Sometimes I'm a 50 air, which means I'm lucky to have $50. The point is the freedom of not just take the money aspect out of it, the mental clarity that you could have, because you wouldn't be in this loop of, do I have enough? I'm not going to be able to pay this. The kids need this. They got to do what? They're going to a school thing. They don't have any shoes. That goes on over and over and over. And it distracts you from good things that we could be doing. A lot of you trading time for money. Chris did it. He's the poster child for, I did really well. I got paid really well, but he lived at the company for years, lived there. And there's things he missed, birthdays, Christmas. I did, same thing. Choice. You know how important choice is? A lot of us make stupid choices, but at least we're allowed to. You can say no to things that don't serve you. Sometimes when you're lack of money or whatever, you do things that you'd rather not do. But to be able to have the choice, it's mind-blowing. Imagine if you went somewhere, I don't care where you go, out to eat, you're with family, you're with friends, somebody needs something. Imagine being fully present at the moment. There's nothing back there ticking about money. You don't realize how much it engulfs people all over the world. Obviously, I'm doing country by country, and most people live 10 times worse than I can even imagine. Imagine the security in your mind. Something happens. Like right now, everything, in my life could be catastrophic as far as if that breaks. I mean, I'm walking on that freaking tightrope with the pole, the wind's blowing. Yeah, it's not a good feeling. Imagine also at the point where your cabinets are full, you have enough that you don't have to worry about. That's me, where generosity kicks in and you're able to give when you feel it. As soon as you feel it, wherever you're at, whatever happened, whatever the situation, you get that small voice and says, Marty, help this lady. Help that man. Help this, help that. There's many, many stories in my life where I saw that, even when I even when things were tight. That really built me up by helping others. And it wasn't deliberately done that way. It's just the outcome. Mr. Mufara has novels of people that he's helped. Novels. One day I'm hoping when the smoke clears, we can hear, not because he wants to talk about, because he wouldn't, but just to show this is the guy that we all fell in love with. He is what you think he is, and even more. Somebody said, well, he's giving to a fault. To him, there is no fault in giving. I don't care how bad. Even if people took advantage, even if people beat you down, because the outcome is Ass isn't living this world for everybody else that are negative or nasty. He's living it to do the right thing. He said, I want to leave here. I want to leave the world in a better place than I got here. Boy, that's a pretty cool thing. And the other thing is, I found this out. If you can get rid of the money issue for everybody in the world, how clear could you think? What possibilities could you do? Imagine when your pockets are full and you're not needing anything money-wise. You're not needed. And I'm not talking about that's your whole life, but it's one aspect. Imagine the joy you would have of being able to be generous, to have the security, to have the presence of living today without worrying about something extra, and the choices of doing what you want. I don't know. That's what I want, really, for everybody in this company. I want everybody to have that feeling. I know it's there. I've seen people with it. Does it eliminate heartache? No, absolutely not. Acid's gone through a lot of crap. We know of some of it, but every day he's living on this planet just like we are. He has family, he has friends, he has things that happen. And I'm sure he's probably the big teddy bear of his family, no doubt about it. He's the big teddy bear of this company. So anyway, I want everybody focus on each other, focus on what we can do for each other, and don't dwell in what about this, what about that, he said, she said. It does you no good, and you can't change it. This person said this, I don't care. If somebody spreads a lie about this company, write down their name, make sure you spell it correctly, and we can deal with them. I'm done being nice about that. I'm not going to be nice to somebody, oh, well, they just don't understand. Bullshit. They understand what they want to understand. Now all of a sudden, oh, wait, I'm not sure what that means. Oh, you know. You know what a lie is. I don't care what language. So if you see it, write it down. We'll start making a list. And I'm telling people out there, here's a warning. If I can, I'm not saying I can. If there's a way that I can kick you out of here, listen, this has gone on way too long. It's our 7th year. I want to start with a clean slate. And I believe people that are here, that deserve to be here, don't spread lies. If you have to spread a lie or a hype or mislead people, you shouldn't be here. And if you slid in through the cracks, I'm going to catch you. And so is a lot of other people. I'm not going to take my time looking for you, but if your ugly head rears in front of me, you're not going to like it.
We don't have to look for them, Marty. They send them to me.
Yeah, they come right to us. But I just want to say, let's keep going what we're doing. Take care of each other. I am stoked. It couldn't happen soon enough. I get it. Me too. And I believe all of you. And sometimes I do speak for other people because I have the opportunity. And I want to tell you, it's only positive. It's only uplifting. I was looking at some of the people that are quiet in the background. Bob Takusi called me last night and said this lady Esther here, not sure how to say her last name, from Cameroon. He met her and she's a superstar. Nobody would even know. Somebody behind the scenes in a totally other country. And I said, will you give me her name and we're going to shout her out. So Lady Esther, here we are with a big shout out to you. Thank you for everything you're doing. Yes, you have been noticed. Okay. So I'm glad that I found out, because, that's the only way we could find out. If you got friends, you got family, people behind the scenes that don't want their head or their mug on the camera, and they did some really good things for Onpassive, let Chris know. And we could shout them out. I would much rather do that than hear that some moron did some stupid thing and posted a lie. I want to take that part of this company out. We don't need that. We played with that too long. He said, she said, is this true? Listen, if you got to start a sentence with, is this true? It's not. Think about that. Hey, is this true? No. How do you know? You wouldn't be asking. Is it in the back office? Did you hear it from us? No, then it's not true. Did it happen yet? No, obviously not. No, it just makes it simple. I don't want to know. I don't care. You guys shouldn't even waste your time with that. Let's focus where we're going. And we're going somewhere big, really big. I believe that with all my heart. And we're all got the possibility of winning. And I mean winning, and families winning. So I would focus on where we're going, not where we've been. I don't want to know where we've been. So anyway, I want to thank everybody. I'm going to go to,
I was going to say, don't forget your video.
Yeah, I am. That's where I'm going right now.
What is it? Belize? Is that what it is?
No, Belarus.
Belarus, that's it.
I looked at it and said, Belarus.
And people were asking today about Zimbabwe. I believe we already did it. Look on our playlist there, guys. But you can always send some in.
Yep, we're going to Belarus. And by the way, that video I did about praying to God ends this nasty stuff going on, it's in 3 different languages: English, German, and French. Anyway, here we go.
Hello, my name is Marty DeGamo. An AI-powered company with a heart is about to change the world. A company designed for everyone, everywhere. No special skills are needed. From home, from any country, you can build a thriving business and be part of the AI revolution. No longer will success be limited to just 1% or 2%. With us, if you're in and you participate, you can win. The potential is limitless. And now, we're highlighting the next country to show you how commissions can transform lives, no matter where you're from. Stay tuned. After this short video, we'll show you how you can be part of this global movement when we launch to the world.
Hello, everybody. Today we're in Belarus. I know I'm getting better at pronouncing only because of the help of Robin. Anyway, Belarus, that's where we are today. And I'm doing what I've been doing for a couple months, going from country to country, breaking down how impactful commissions can be if you're in the right business. And this is the right business. I've been here for 6 years, over 6 years. It is a company built with heart. Most importantly, it was designed that anyone that participates from anywhere can win. It was also the goal that once we fill our pockets and take care of ourselves, that in turn we work together and uplift humanity. At the end of this video is a 3-minute video explaining it from my point of view, what is special about this business. And if you want, you can get on an early bird list so that when it launches to the world, you'll be notified ASAP. Anyway, today, as always, I'm using hypothetical numbers, hypothetical cost for a product, and hypothetical payment for commissions. So let me get started. Belarus uses Belarusian ruble. So let's move down. Average monthly income in Belarus is 1,174,050 BYN, which is Belarusian ruble. American dollars, US dollars, would be $466.10. Now, because I used a hypothetical $100 product, hypothetical the company pays 25% commission, if you had 18.64 sales, you would match your income. I'll show you. 18.64 times $25 commission, boom, $466. There it is. 10 cents less, but there it is. Now, hypothetical, why? Because I don't know what the cost will be, and I'm not sure what they're going to pay in commissions. I know a year and a half ago they did a short test, and they did pay 25% commission. So I think that's a safe bet. It'll be that, I believe, or more. And remember, the company is built with heart. It wants you to succeed. It wants you to uplift you so that if you, and in turn, will uplift someone else. And obviously, if you had 223 sales and 7.73, that's what you would make in a year. I'll break that down for you just so you know. 223.73 times $25 commission, boom. 5,593.25, 5,993.20. Okay, 5 cents more. But there it is. Perfect. Now, like I said, it's not get rich quick. I'm not going to talk to you about how to get a private jet. This isn't what this is about. Now, the potential of income is unlimited. Everything about this company is unlimited. But remember, if you get to the point, when you get to the point that you have 18 sales a month, new products will be coming out every month. Some of these people are going to buy product 2, product 3, product 4, and so on. And one day, you could have 36 customers buying, 56, 100, 200. Yes, you keep building your business. There'll be tools in your back office that help you make money and build your business. Like I said, it was designed for everyone. You don't need to be a guru. You don't need to be a marketer. You come in, if you participate, you can win. And like unlimited. Everything about the company is unlimited. And the company's making many products that are in high demand. They're not reinventing the wheel, just making it better and above market value. What do you have if you have a product that everyone wants? It's the cheapest out there. It's the highest technology. It's user friendly, and you get paid a commission. People are going to flock in. I believe this. So, like I said, watch the video at the end of this. So let's move down. Let's talk about a little bit of info about the country. As of recent estimates, Belarus has a population of approximately 9.4 million people, with about 2 million residing in the capital city of Minsk. Top product produced, potash fertilizers ranking among the top global suppliers. Belarus cheap export include fertilizers, animal and vegetable fats, oils, waxes, wood, meat, dairy products. Belarus is often referred to as the lungs of Europe due to the extensive forested areas which cover about 40% of the country. The country has rich tradition in ballet opera with the National Academic, I'm not going to try to say that, opera and ballet, theater and Minsk being a prominent cultural institution. Belarus boasts for World Heritage Site, including Mir Castle Complex and Bialowieza Forest, one of Europe's last primeval forest. Wow. Sorry for the not being able to pronounce some of this, but I'm an old dog, hard to learn new tricks. This down here is for me, for YouTube. You're welcome to come see Marty and Chris live every day at 9 o'clock. We are spreading the news. We want to help people. We want people to get help. I want to see people live better, and I believe this is the only company to offer that. Thank you very much, and I'll see you tomorrow, I hope. Now, remember, video at the end of this 3 minutes long. Watch it. I think you'll be glad you did. Bye. We're back. Belarus.
Belarus.
Wow, we're 50 minutes. Chris, you talk way too
I never did say. Yeah, I did. I spent $1,000 when I got into this company. I think I got 3 people. I don't even know if they're still there anymore.
opted in, but that's it.
Yeah, it was. They didn't go for the full Monty. Let's put it that way. And it was my son talked me into it because he used to do Bitcoin and stuff, and he said it worked good for him. So what the heck? I'll try it. But really, all it did is it got me like 1,000 pendings, is what it did. So, but I would tell people this: you can do whatever you want as far as marketing or advertising. Don't do that. The company and your appearance is going to be the marketing for you. Maybe your new car, your new house. I don't know, a new set of sneakers. That is what it's going to do. Wow, where'd you get those? Those are expensive. What was that company I tried telling you about? That's how it's going to work. Save your money. Don't buy ads. Your ads are going to be you. You're going to be a walking billboard. I hate to tell you that. You're going to be a walking billboard, whether you're out on the street, whether you're at your job. Well, people are going to see, you got some new clothes. Oh, yeah. Don't you got like 5 kids? Oh, yeah, they got new clothes too. How? We're not making any overtime here. I told you 3 years ago about this company, but you didn't believe me. But hey, you can still get in it. Be a walking billboard. Talk about it. Look for the people that really need it, and look for the people that probably should just want it. That's all I got, Mr. DeGarmo. Back to you.
Hold on 1 minute.
1, 2, 3, 4. Trying to find that video.
No, I have the video.
Remember,
What video?
Marcia,
What video?
12 o'clock New York time, noon. Marcienne's French webinar. Marcienne, time to dance, baby. Time to dance.
Yes.
Marty was
Marcia.
starting to go like this. That's funny. We can talk about that head if you want.
Because I just want to say, most, and this, I'm going to give a confession. Most white people, I know you're looking directly at Chris, ain't got no rhythm. I'm not that white guy.
I got rhythm. I could do everything. Ooh.
Look,
I was a break back in the day. I was a break dancer.
You know what that's called that he just did? Look it up. It's called the manatee.
Yeah. Hey, I was a break dancer back in the day. I broke my ankle, my ribs.
Back in the day, a year ago, you broke your rib.
Yeah. I've sprained a few other things. Look at Vavina. You got to put her little.
Did you know there are no natural mountains in Belarus? Out there are artificial mountains formed by salt mines. Wow.
See?
Well, I love that she adds these little things. That's so cool. That is so cool. Anyway, we're gonna wrap it up.
Yeah.
To summarize everything, you're in a good place. Pray, and when you're not sure what to do,
pray.
Pray. Pray for Ash. I'm telling you, he's juggling better than anybody you've seen at the circus, for sure. And he needs guidance, and he needs God's hand every day. He's building something that's never, ever, ever been done, and it'll never be done again.
Nope.
Nobody would go through this crap. I mean, you got to realize Ash didn't need us to be financially okay. He didn't need us. And he wants everybody to have that feeling, or at least enough to change your life. Anyway, we're going to let you guys go. And I'm going to beat him in pool. That's what we do. That's when our minds work. What minds? You don't mind, it don't matter. That mind.
Last night though.
A Sherpa. A Sherpa is a guide that guides people up. Dan Street wrote me and told me. A Sherpa.
3 hours later. Way to go, Dan.
No. He told me when I first asked. I just now brought it up. It's SHERPA. And that's what they do. They guide people to the top of Mount Everest.
I have no desire to climb that mountain, to be honest, but I like to climb other things, but not.
I want to climb the mountain of success,
Yeah.
and I believe Ash has already paved the way. So easy climb.
Easy climb.
Anyway, I will see you all.
Well, he lifts you up with a helicopter. I mean, come on.
That's right. I climbed Burj Khalifa.
You didn't climb it. He landed you there. That was so funny. I'll never forget that. He kept saying, Marty was so worried. Chris, will you stop reminding about that? I go, he's going to put you on the Burj. I don't know how he's going to do it. Marty was sweating bullets for weeks, and then boom, there it was. It was hilarious.
Well, I just couldn't figure out what he was talking about. I'm not going to Dubai.
He made you look very robust, too, in that video.
He made me look like a cow. What are you talking about?
Well, the helicopter still went up when you got on there. So
It wasn't a helicopter.
it was a helicopter. A drone?
Yeah, big freaking drone.
extra propellers on that one.
Well, I got a question for you.
What?
Do you want to see it?
Yeah, let's.
I'm in high with Marty. I will be by his side. We're gonna conquer those mountains, reach for the sky. No heights are too great. Burj Khalifa is just the start. Climb my Marty, I am by your side. I'm in high with Marty. I will be by his side. We're gonna conquer those mountains, reach for the sky. No heights are too great. Burj Khalifa is just the start. Climb my Marty, I am by your side. Burj Khalifa is just the start. Climb my Marty.
That's somebody that added music to it. I have both, but
That's so. You got like little bug legs when you're growing up there.
hey, I do want you to take notice when I did get most of the way up, how I leaped up about 10 floors.
I seen that.
Yeah, so I'm in shape.
You made that building look really small. I can't figure it out.
I know.
There
Anyway,
there was a lean to that building there.
it was leaning. It was leaning. All right, we're gonna go. Everything we do for as far as money and numbers is all hypothetical. Okay, well, I say that every day.
Yeah.
But I believe anything I've said or anything I believe, I think it'll be better. So I can tell you that. Anyway, see you all.